Hello, Sean's Hands from Gamers with Jobs, back with more Path of Exile. Took a little break there for a couple of days, kind of recover from this exhausting run through normal. No, but back to kind of pick up where we left off. Discover an area with large packs of insects. Let's get a couple of prophecies, which I have not been doing good at keeping up. Chatters, while wielding Chatters. Where's Chatters? I know Chatters. Prison? I'll have to remember. We'll get one more in there for fun. Katarina complete her mission. Okay, so last time we took down Malachi, and it went fairly well, I feel like. Pretty happy with it. Now we're here in Cruel, still running the SRS build. Haven't done anything as far as really changing any gear or equipment or anything like that. Need to remember to get my buffs going.
Just like my sisters.
And there. And we'll put Desecrate back down. And we will get our elementals and various stuff going. And T is at 5, that's 6. And we'll get a couple of specters and we're off. Alright, so back to it. Picking right back up where we left off. So familiar territory again. Trying to think what the next sort of step in this evolution is, or where do we really kind of want to go from here, as far as a next goal, sort of milestone for our characters here. Still, as always, sort of looking on the lookout for good options as far as increasing minions. Ooh, yeah, that's right. Now we start getting these double ones. Have been playing my, what do you call it? My, we got, yep. Oh, she's already dead. Yeah, we kind of have about, where are we at as far as level goes? 40, 44. Oh, yeah, good grief. All right. Like I said, was saying, we've been playing my Ancestral War Chief build. That's still going really well. I'm finally on the map system there, so had not played that before until just recently, and so finally getting some what I would call legitimate exposure to endgame. Interesting. I will get a better and better hang of it as time goes on. But I think I like the system. It does kind of encourage and reward your basic. I don't think that's really going to do me any good. I'm not keeping an eye out yet. Maybe I should be for stuff I could potentially sell. I haven't gotten into the trading market as far as that angle goes. Oh, don't burn me while I'm talking to Katarina. That's super not cool. Let's see. Kill 2 corrupted monsters. Did I lose my... Yeah, I lost my specters. Man, I just started like 3 or 4 different topics there, and now I'm all over the place. Yeah, so spent a few days with the War Chief build, and also still really enjoying that. It just, I mean, it's pretty strong. It doesn't take a lot of thinking to do, though I am hitting a point now where it feels like it is requiring a good amount of attention to keep it viable. Hey, I'm the only one here who does skulls. Skulls are my thing. There we go. Nice, good. So we only have to recover 2 of these. All right. Yeah, it doesn't require a whole lot of attention. You just kind of walk around and drop a bunch of...
Guarding a sculpture of flesh
good.
And bone and magic.
You just drop a couple of totems and then run around and make sure nothing hits you, and everything's good, which is fine. It's kind of the low pressure, low requirement build that I was kind of just frankly hoping it would be. Why am I feeling lost in this map? Did I take a wrong turn? Yeah. Even if I did, I'm gonna kill some stuff. So, powering through Act 1, well, I'm not in the moment powering through Act 1. I'm taking my sweet time with Act 1 here. no good reason I should be taking this long to get through this map. So let's speed it up. Let's get our head on straight. So question was really, what are we aiming at next? What is our gap? It was this way. Oh yeah, that was. Why was I thinking that was? Never mind. Been a little while since I've been in Act 1, apparently. So I don't see a reason to go out to the tidal island. That doesn't seem like it's going to be particularly valuable to me since I already have my currently empty Quicksilver flask. So we'll just power on through here, get up to the ledge or something like that, and go from there. I would like to get a healthy batch more of essences. I don't feel like I've gotten very far with the essence, the essence, I don't know, model so far. I'm looking, yeah. I don't feel like I've gotten like a really big upgrade as far as just out of essences. It's nice, I guess, when you're leveling your very first character for the very first time to be able to quickly get a bunch of yellow gear, and you know, all the better. But I've been Jesus. I've been kind of stingy with the actual essences so far, and I probably shouldn't be. Though I do feel like it's been again, with this particular build, there's only a limited number of essences that are going to be particularly good for us, and if we don't get that, I feel like I'm getting some pretty sweet orb drops here. Nothing staggering, but I'll take it. There it is. So maybe I should be thinking about maybe leveling up some resistance gear. It'd be nice to kind of get on that resistance bandwagon. Though again, I don't feel like, well, where's my gaps right now? Defense. Things are pretty good. I mean, all things considered, even though, you know, now we're in cool and so we took a little bit of a resistance hit, still feels like we're doing all right. We're not, no obvious huge gaps where we're, you know, if we run into like a single lightning bolt, we're just going to get zapped out of existence. We're not in that space. At least I don't feel like it. There we are. Let's keep going. Here we go. Into the submerged passage. Oh, this is where Chatters is, isn't it? I think so. No, I'm familiar with him. Okay. So let's see if we can zip through here fairly fast. I do like that that fire effect. What is this? Oh, that's going to be some sort of, what do you call it? Follower, whatever those things are. Popping out Raging Spirits at a pretty good clip here. And I should probably go for the bonus passive. By doing the, not the den, but you know, the underground place, the depths or something like that. No, Tora, I don't want to. Busy. Just pop these guys out and, oh. Pay attention to the stupid little things, the zap things. Why didn't somebody go kill that guy? Thank you. Get a couple of our, just whatever pops up there. I'm not being overly picky right now. This feels not overly taxing, we'll just put it that way. I mean, I could get sloppy at any moment and do something dumb and all of a sudden, you know, could change everything. But right now, feels like we've got this pretty well in hand, and we should just be trying to get to Brutus and the Maraville and on to Act 2 as quickly as possible. And by as quickly as possible, I mean we just stop and randomly kill stuff all the time. Because why not? That's what this whole game's about, killing stuff. And let's not lose sight of that's the fun. Get 'em. Alright. Rage. Weeping Essence of Rage. I'll come back for the the skill point on my own and just keep plowing through here. We can always come back for that. So I don't have anything, as I recall. It's been a few days since I've been on this character that I absolutely had to have as far as the next big skill. I feel like we're getting a good amount of these essence guys in this run, though, so happy to kind of keep it going for a few minutes here. Let's bring these guys back. Yeah. Ah. Thought I had it. Oh well. Get one for now. Anger. And get those out. Pretty happy with the amount of energy shield I got. At least at this phase of the game. Just basically adds a bunch of life that I wouldn't otherwise have.
God bless you.
Aileron. Oh yeah, we can defend your stupid little, what do you call it? Oh, I like that guy. Here we go. Get a lot of 5 links, or not 5 links, but 5 socket drops, it feels like. Last a little bit. And we'll go ahead and do that. And we'll just sit here and we will spit out skulls like an idiot. Skull, 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 skull. Look at all the skulls. How many can I get up to? So I'm still stuck right at that 20 range. So we need better cast speed. That's something I could be on the lookout for. Unless I run out of mana, and then I'll drink that and I'll spit out more skulls. Better cast speed wouldn't be too bad. Live with that. Soon we're going to have killed enough of these guys relatively soon. Come on. Perfect. Okay. Good, good, good. We can upgrade all these. So with one thought that occurred to me while I was playing in the maps that is, it's interesting because, and maybe I'm missing something, maybe this is actually something you do, but the one thing that sort of throws me off is I finish a map, and I'm excited about having finished a map, obviously, within reason. But I never feel like and maybe it's just sort of, again, sort of being trained by Diablo for expectations, is I feel like I should turn something in, and you just kind of finish the map and that's it. Like, you hit your thing and you pop in another map, and I maybe it's just being sort of, you know, spoiled by other games, but I feel like I kind of want a reward, like, hey, you did it, good job, here's, you know, some button you can press that's going to spit out a bunch of, I don't know, maybe it's even just experience, but it's something I feel like I'm missing a little bit. Not huge, it's not big, just I remember finishing that first map and I'm like, okay, is that it? Am I done? Is there, you know, anything to do from here? And no, it's just you kick it out and you go from there. Which, again, not too bad, but I do kind of finish them and just feel like, okay, well, now what? Well, now you spit another map into the little device and you go from there. Fair enough. I can live with that. And, oop. That's an ugly group of people. Please do not jump on me. Huh. Alright, let's take a look at what that is. Well, in a second. Highland Blade. I have no idea. I'm gonna check it, and I'm gonna have no idea if it's a good or bad thing. Okay, it's Rigwald's Charge. There you go. I will look that up in a little bit to find out if that's just common as toast or if it's anything to... Doesn't seem immediately like something I can use. Oh, that's one thing I do need. I do need to think about getting a... yeah, that's not anything I can use. I do need to think about getting a... changing out my dual wands here, which I just haven't done yet. So I'm going to keep an eye out for a new weapon. Maybe buy one, I guess. Open to any kind of thoughts you might have on what would make a good choice. Even if I can let one in the short term, like, it's fine. So probably, I guess, a staff? Two-hand staff of some kind? So what is my... I assume it's a thing where I would have to be looking to put minion damage on it, or buy minion damage, or something like that. Which, again, I still, you know, kind of assuming that is a thing you can get on a staff. Man, you just spit out these guys and just kind of click occasionally. It's like, here you go. Here's a bunch of skulls. Enjoy this batch of skulls I've made for you. These are just for you. Enjoy them. All right. I'm always, I don't know, maybe there's less point in it, but every time I see like a unique monster or special monster, one of the guys sort of outlined in yellow here, I feel like I gotta stop and kill him. I feel like that's just sort of the social contract I've made with a game like this, is if they give me somebody who's got all flashy and yellow, it's my honor-bound duty to stop what I'm doing and just sap him a bit. These guys, and so there's a lot more of those guys in Cruel, and obviously Merciless as well. So yeah, maybe a little more stopping than needs to happen. But fun. I'm enjoying it.
Skittering
Oh,
across the
nice.
ground, insects nest.
Oh, this was all... Okay, that makes sense. I was wondering why we were keeping seeing those guys. It was a prophecy thing. Was that all 3 prophecies? Nope, I still haven't hit chatters. Right? I don't know. Who's keeping track? I'm just kind of chattering myself. Alright, I never do like these beach zones very much. So we may just try and power through them. See if we can zip past some of these guys and just get up to the... Nope, nope, nope. Don't land on me. Oof. Stay away from molten shell guys, and we will have to go ahead and get whatever essence this is. Over here. Cool. We got, looks like a rather weak one, but we'll get a couple of things. Actually, we're loaded down quite a bit on essences just off this little bit of a run we've done so far. Put these things up. Oh, hey, it was like I chose to walk through the cold stuff. Like, oh, there's some cold stuff. I better make a beeline for it. Kill old Iron Point the Forsaken. And this guy who exploded. And we'll open this box. And we'll do all the things. That was fairly pointless. I think I have discharge. Yeah, I've got more than enough portal and wisdom scrolls. I could go my whole life and never see a portal and wisdom scroll, and I think I would be just fine. Stay out of the way. Molten shell dudes. Another strong box. That's a bunch of dudes to kill. Pick up 2 levels in this. Feels like we've been getting plenty of guys. Dive into the prison here. Can we power down to Brutus? We should try. We should go back into town real quick, though.
I'd rather burn than call such
Oh,
a
what am I
place home.
doing? Waypoint. So, first of all, we'll put away this. Yeah, we gotta move some stuff around here. Trying to put any uniques or whatever we're calling them in here. I have a few things. If you see anything that I should be paying attention to, feel free to let me know. Quarterstaff. I have a quarterstaff right here. I don't have enough strength for it, though. And that's a 4-link quarterstaff. How far short am I on strength? I only need 12. I should figure out a way to get myself some strength. Got 14 there. I'll have to think about that. Maybe I can put it on a ring or something. right, I'm going to set this aside for right now. We'll just toss this in here because we know we're going to use it, or at least see if we're going to use it. We'll put an essence on it and see how things go. I think I have, obviously I have all these already. Yeah, I don't want any of these. I think I have them all. I'll just hold that and choose later. Sell that. Should identify it first, I guess. Cool. Riveted boots. Pretty happy with my boots right now, I think. And we'll pack away these essences. Good grief. Get some essences. It's a 3. It's a 2. That's a 3. That'll do for now. Let's go ahead and power through to Brutus. We can do this. This won't take any time at all. He said. Certainly meaning it. I like that the skulls can go through the doors. I'm always grateful for that. Chromatic orb. Got a ton of those, but they're always nice. Pick that up. Head on through the door. Pick that up. Oh, nice. Right to the upper prison. Closing in on it. And we are level 45? Yeah. And this is level 43. All right, we're catching back up with where we want to be. Ah, yellow guy. Always got to kill a yellow guy. Sorry, yellow guy. Nothing personal. Let's resurrect you. Oh, hey, one of these things. A tormented thug. Yeah, he is tormented. Had absolutely nothing of value on him, though. Okay, maybe up. Get through here, not this way. Did I miss a turn? I feel like I missed a turn. Maybe you just need to go this way. Doesn't seem particularly helpful. I probably should have known. I am finding, and it is nice to begin to feel like I'm getting to a point where I have a sense of what a layout is likely to be. Not always successfully. Let's keep ourselves healthy. Don't be dumb and reckless. We'll be a little reckless, I guess. Because why not? Reckless is fun. Yeah, I'm feeling a little more comfortable with the map layouts. You know, there's some where I just, don't know whether to go north, south, east, or west, but it feels like there are just as many where I'm like, oh, I've been here enough times before. I know how this is going to go. I don't want to do your thing, Haku. Leave me alone. No, I don't want to, Haku. I just don't. I wish I found that stuff more interesting. I wish I found the cool little quests, side quests these guys give to be more interesting than I do. Maybe over time. Did I still have... Did I end up taking... and I should check that. The... what do you call it? Area of effect damage off. Because I think I took that off for the Malachi fight. And I need to put that back on. Lantador's Lost Love. Did I? Did I do that? Multi-strike. As opposed to... Splash. Yeah, I want Splash on this, right? No, I don't want to take the whole thing. Yep, forgot to put that back on. We can level these up. Pick that up. And... No, I'm going to keep moving. It's weird. And weird's probably not the right word for it, but this game has gotten so familiar to me now. where I was very used for a long time to feeling lost in these levels, and kind of there's something about the change in the way you approach a game when you know what the game is likely to throw at you, when you have a great degree of, I don't know if it's confidence or just familiarity with how the game is played and how it's likely to react to what you're doing. That changes the way, I don't know, just the experience of playing it. This game has become very different. I would say even though just directly over this run. Getting the input, getting the... Oof, hey, why don't you spawn some dudes? Getting exposed to the basic expectations the game has of you as a player. It's positive. It's not a bad thing by any means. But I feel a lot more relaxed playing the game than I certainly had before I just became comfortable with the way it works, obviously. And I mean, no surprise there. It's like, duh, of course, that's how games work. That's how exposure and, familiarity and comfort with games works. But it's funny to kind of get to that point in a game because, like I said, when I first was talking about this in one of my previous series, didn't know a lot about it, obviously. I knew the basics and understood what the game was mechanically and how it operated and how it fit into a grand scheme of action role-playing games. But as far as just understanding the game at a very sort of it's not super sophisticated, obviously. There's so many mistakes that I'm still making, but it is certainly a much like that, like going this way when I know it's this way. But it is a more sophisticated way of thinking about the game and a comfort level, of expectation. It's interesting to reach that point of the game, and come to terms with that in a way, because it does change that idea of familiarity, of seeing it through, the first time through the lens of a first timer. Is both intimidating, and later after you've really begun to cross into something more confident and comfortable, it's also sort of missed. Like I do sort of miss that. Those guys, and stay on top of my flasks. No need to die. There we go. Cool.
Had you been my creation, Brute, you'd not have fallen so easily.
All right. We'll zip out of here. Yeah, it's a different way of thinking about the game and the way I'm interacting with it. So I think we're going to stop here for this episode. So there's the first half, maybe a little more than half, of Act 1 in Cruel. Thank you for joining me. As always, my name is Sean Sands from Gamers with Jobs. I appreciate you spending some time with me. I'd love any helpful feedback you have as far as game mechanics, things I can be thinking about, and sort of where to go from here. Do I need to, for example, start thinking about any sort of defensive approaches and, maybe increasing my resistances and stuff like that. Anyway, until next time, as always, thank you for joining me, and I will see you again soon.